and we're back with another showcasing with Running with the Wolves promotion. And today we have a special guest all the way from Italy, Søndag. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, hello everybody. I'm doing fine, thanks.
Well, what position do you play in the band?
I'm actually the guitar player, and yeah.
How long have you been playing with Søndag?
Søndag started way back in 2014, and yeah, but with some of the members, we were already in another band called Edema, way back to when we was actually kids, in high school. But yeah, as Søndag, we are active since 2014, so almost 6 years now.
What got you into music? Like what made you pick up the guitar and decided to just start playing?
Well, I remember my brother started playing when I was a kid, and I was really, interested into music because it was a new thing since when I was really young. And yeah, I started to play out. First thing I played out was drums, but then I decided it wasn't.
It wasn't for you?
My thing, yeah.
So the tempo, it's hard for me to play drums. I just can't keep multiple beats in my head. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's tough.
Drummers are
But
insane.
yeah, whatever. I decided to go with guitars just a few months later, and
You just stuck with
yeah, that's it. I started it out, and I tried to practice every day, and yeah,
Okay,
pretty much it.
that's what's up. So what is some of your main influence, and how do you try to bring that to the band?
My influences, well, it's a tough one. I started right now, right in the beginning with pretty rock classics, and just all the mainstream rock metal bands like Metallica, Iron Maiden,
Yeah,
whatever.
Iron Maiden's number one, in my opinion. Sorry.
And yeah, well, later I literally fell in love with much heavier sounds like death metal, and yeah, the first time Meshuggah stuff.
Ooh,
Later became mainstream with all the Gen stuff, but yeah, I was really an old fan from the first records of Meshuggah and Deftones and all those pretty low tuning down tempos and stuff, and yeah, that's what I think characterizes at most our sound, my sound, and yeah.
Is it hard to kind of incorporate that sound, like from Meshuggah to your band, or is it something that?
Yeah, in a certain way it is, because with this band we've tried since the beginning to mix up really low tunings. In the first place, we were with two 8-string guitars, and right now it's just Marco, the other guitarist, the other guitar player, which is got an 8-string. I've switched to a bass 6 guitar, which is basically
So
a bass, a guitar, nobody knows, but yeah, whatever. It's pretty awesome, and I love it. So we are trying to mix those heavy sounds with some more classic oriented vocals and drum patterns. So we're trying to experiment as much as we can with different sounds.
Yeah, that's the best part about music, and I think that's like trying to blend all these sounds to get something new. You never know what you're gonna get at the end of the day.
Yeah, we are trying to make something new, but you know what?
Yeah, it works.
Easy,
It works. I love the recent video that you guys have. I think it's called Fence Center.
Yeah, thanks.
Talk to me a little bit more about that video. Like, what made you guys come up with that kind of theme?
Well, in the last couple of years, I've developed just like I could say an hate towards all the social media stuff, because it really makes me upset every day. I mean, I think that there could be a correct way to use social media, but it's not what happens every day, you know. And especially these last few months have been the demonstration that social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, it's really a mess, man.
Yeah.
So we tried to, you know, make like an open manifesto against the social media use nowadays, and try to music it out. And yeah, well, the idea of the video came to me because I haven't shooted the video, but I have edited and doing all the machine graphics. That's my primary job.
Yeah, I love the graphics that you guys like incorporated into the song. It was definitely like, I think there's a point where you see memes coming up, like it's really clever.
Packed with memes all over, and yeah, I don't know, just like that.
I mean, you guys definitely addressed a big issue, which leads into my next question. Like, do you believe that social media is a big negative to music, or is it a big positive? Because social media can be used as an outlet for everybody, you know, in a way. And how would you view it?
Well, couldn't say. I mean, social media, it's what, I mean, musicians use every day to promote themselves and yeah, you know, to sponsor things, to release music. So it, in every way, it has changed the music industry for good.
Absolutely.
And it's a bad thing? No, obviously it's not a bad thing, because it allows everybody basically to release things, to create, to promote yourself and stuff.
It's just a new way to, I guess, hustle, you know, do a hustle for your music, you know, to get yourself out there, you know.
So in that sense, it's a cool thing, because everybody can showcase themselves, and yeah, that's a good thing. It comes also with some, you know, major problems like the one I already stated out. And,
yeah.
Wow.
It's a blessing. It's, I guess, like a double-edged sword in a sense.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely agree with that. So every band has an origin on how they came up with their band name. How did you guys come up with Søndag?
Okay, the short one is that I simply love the Scandinavian culture and some of the words.
Is there a meaning behind the word?
Yeah, Søndag means literally Sunday, and it's I wanted to make out. Forgive me about my terrible English.
It's fine. I can understand you perfectly.
Cool. It's a parallelism between, you know, the day off of the week, when you, I mean, disconnect from reality.
Yeah.
I mean, when you just pull off from your routine and everything, and yeah, our music. I couldn't explain. Yeah.
You just like resonated with the name, and it just clicked. You know, just off from reality. You know. So I know Corona is like kind of put music on a pause, and everyone is trying to do the best they can to put out content to stay relevant. How are you guys dealing with this whole situation as a whole?
Well, as you know, we've been through a tough situation here, and it's worldwide right now. But yeah, it has completely collapsed the live industry. So basically, right now, you can't do live concerts because it's impossible. And even if they are trying to, you know, organize something, it's something that you don't want to see, because I wouldn't go to a concert, to a metal concert, or to a rock concert, sit in my chair, I don't know, 6 meters from another guy. It's not what
it would be weird,
yeah, totally.
You wouldn't be able to enjoy it.
Somebody is trying to push on the streaming concerts. We haven't tried it yet, but yeah, it can work. I mean, it's something that you're used to see even before this situation. So
you guys
why not?
You guys plan on doing a streaming concert?
No, we're more focusing on
just music content.
Yeah, we're trying to release constantly singles, video clips, and stuff. And we haven't been practicing since, I mean, it's 5 months right now. We just meet in Riccardo's home studio, and we're trying to, mix up all the riffs, all the ideas that came up.
Just trying to keep everything fresh.
Yeah,
that's understandable. Where do you see the band in the next 5 years?
Well, I don't know. This whole thing have ruined in a certain way our goals, our dreams, because one of our dreams was to and is actually to follow some big tours as an opening act, worldwide. We've never been outside of Europe playing, so coming to the U.S., coming whenever.
Yeah, I think you guys would be pretty impactful on the U.S. actually.
It's a dream. So who knows? I mean, the idea is to constantly release music and open our audience to as much as we can. I mean, because but tough question. I don't know. We really want to improve our sound, to grow up as musicians, and also let our fan base grow up constantly in time. So that's the idea.
So you guys are signed to Manifest, correct?
Yep.
How did you guys? How did that happen? Where did that connection, like? How did Barry reach out to you guys, or did you guys discover Manifest? How'd that happen?
I have to confess that I'm a serial spammer. I write a lot of emails.
Okay.
I discovered Manifest Records a few years ago, and I just wrote to Barry, and he showed up in the first place interested in our project. Which is uncommon, because our sound it's a little bit particular. It's not you couldn't state in I don't know, death metal, thrash metal, whatever metal. So
it's very unique. I think that's what
take it as a compliment.
Yeah, that's good though. It's really good, because it's kind of hard to find, I guess, a fresh sound in today's music. And you guys do have a very fresh sound.
Thank you very much, man. That's really.
No, yeah, man, no. That's why you're on here, man.
Thanks, man.
You guys are definitely making some good moves.
Thanks.
If you could change anything about the music industry, what would it be?
Wow.
It's a tough one.
Couldn't say. Anything in the music industry. Well, music industry it's passing through a huge transformation. I mean, when I started playing, it was all about the actual copies of the CDs, and
to streaming.
Yeah. You could have measured how big a band was in comparing the actual CD physical copies selling and stuff. Everything is changing right now, and as of today, I don't know. I would make something to at least reward in a certain way everyone who release good music through all the streaming platforms, and evaluate more the artists, because they're not something that you can eat and chew back in just a jiff.
So in a nutshell, more talent and less gimmick.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely agree with that. I think the music industry has been it's been drowned out by just gimmick artists, in my opinion. And if that gimmick reaches a certain audience, or gets a certain view, or a certain amount of streams, then real artists get overlooked, because
because we go back to the beginning about the social media stuff. Everybody can do everything, so this creates a huge target audience that devaluate the real I mean, talent of bands, because there's so much stuff, there's so much music, so much artists. You can choose if you. I mean, I'm saying that also as a listener, not as an artist, musician. It's tough to find something new, because there's so much things, so much music, so much band every day publish something. And it's a mess.
Yeah, it really is. I definitely do agree with that. So what you guys been a band since 2014, correct?
Yep.
What inspires you guys to keep pushing forward? It's 2020. What makes you guys like, yeah, we're gonna make this work, we're gonna
I mean, playing is something that if you fall in love with, it's hard to let it go. I mean, whatever the results you achieve, but when you pick up an instrument for the first time, I mean, it throws you in a state that you will never, leave.
Ooh, I like, yeah. It gives you that, I guess the word's passion.
Yeah.
I definitely understand what you're saying when you pick up something or when you hear something and it just puts you in that shock.
Yeah. Even if it's difficult nowadays to, constantly invest money, time, and stuff to post music and be inside this huge ocean of bands and ocean of bands, and it's hard to get noticed.
Yeah,
so
it is.
The passion is the main fuel that let us go on.
I respect that, man. I respect that a lot. This might come off as a really silly question, and I was always curious. For bands that are, I guess, international, is it harder to translate from your native language to English, or is it not like when you're writing a song like Trend Center? Is it hard to like, hey, we want to write it this way, but would you cater to the English language, or would you prefer to cater to your own native tongue? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we are used actually to listen to English native speakers music, so we're just trying to figure out what could be the text, the lyrics, all the musical concept directly in English. Because it will be otherwise a mess, because Italian language is really a mess, man. You don't want to know. For saying just one thing, you can use 16 different words, and it's a mess.
That is true. That is true. So what's your songwriting process like? Well, like how do you go about attacking the song? Like what makes you?
I don't know. Ideas just come up, when you're drinking coffee, when you're walking, whatever. When I came up with an idea, and in the band it's actually me or Riccardo, the bass player and main vocals, and we just write down some riffs, and when then we meet up in his place, we record them, and so that we have on the software grid, so all those riffs, and then we try to develop some structure, something out of it.
What can we see next? Like, when's the next release for Søndag?
Well, we are scheduling all the last stuff for our next release, which will be on the end of August.
Awesome.
And the song will be Titans. I've already finished the video clip. It's gonna be a lyric video, and the date is set for August the 31st.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll definitely be looking forward to that. I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day or night, because I know it's like 8 o'clock over there, and I again
evening.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you for
Thanks to you.
doing this with us. We really do. I really do appreciate the work that you guys put out and the fact that you took the time out of your day to do this. Again, thank you. Really do.
Thanks.
It means a lot.
Thanks, man.
Well, this has been Running with the Wolves promotion with Søndag. Thank you again.
Bye, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Later, man.
Bye.